Smothered turkey wings are a family favorite recipe. The gravy is so good, you'll want to drink it, and you can make this dish using pantry staples, things you already have at home with no can of creamed soup. So first you want to grab your turkey wings. I like to separate the drum from the flat so that these cook evenly and consistently. It just makes it so much easier. And then I've got some bell peppers, onions, and spices. I'm using some Creole seasoning, smoked paprika, and salt and pepper. So first I'm gonna add the green bell peppers and the onions to the bottom of my pan, and I'm also gonna add just a little bit of broth. While those turkey wings cook, they're gonna create drippings that we're gonna use for our gravy. And so I drizzled my turkey wings in some olive oil, and then I patted the spices onto both sides of those turkey wings. You wanna just use enough spices so that they are fully coated. Then I'm gonna wrap these in some foil, and these are gonna bake at 350 degrees for an hour and a half. After an hour and a half, you can see we already have our pan drippings at the bottom. So I'm gonna remove these turkey wings and start to collect some of these pan drippings, because this is what goes into our gravy and it's what's gonna give it so much good flavor. So I'm using my same pan and I'm melting some butter here. I'm gonna add in some flour, and this is gonna create a roux. This is what helps thicken the gravy, and I add the flour in stages, because if you just throw all of that flour in there at the same time, it's gonna make everything really clumpy and thick, and this is gonna be hard to work with. And so I add a little flour, give everything a stir, add a little more flour, and give everything a stir. Then I'm going to add in some broth to the pan, and then here are my turkey drippings, and I use about a half a cup of the turkey drippings. You can always add more if you need it, but you give everything a stir, and you want to stir this until it becomes thick. It will take a few minutes. And as you can see, I'm adding a little bit more broth here. You kind of just need to add a little bit of broth and stir until it gives you the consistency that you want. If you want super thick gravy, then you're not going to need much broth. If you kind of want to thin it out more, that's the best way to do it. It's just by adding in more liquid. You can also use water instead of broth. Broth is just going to have a little bit more flavor. So you continue to stir this, and once it gets really thick, you know it's ready. Also going to add some spices, give this a little bit more flavor. So I have garlic powder and some salt here. Another thing to do repeatedly, taste that gravy, because you don't want bland gravy. If you need to update your spices and adjust, this is the time to do it. And so now we add our turkey wings back to the pan along with that gravy. Oh my gosh, they just look so good. That gravy is just bubbling up. And then I like to baste the turkey wings. Just put a little bit of that gravy on top of them. That gravy flavor is going to penetrate into these wings, because we're going to bake them again. And so you bake them again uncovered, don't need the foil this time, for about 30 minutes, or until the turkey wings are as tender as you like them. There you have it. This is a classic dish, perfect for Sunday dinners, the holiday, or if you're me, I can eat this as a weeknight meal.